Hello, I'm Cal. Welcome to the channel. This one we're going to take a look at another handheld. This is a handheld games console. It's come from Etpark. It's supposed to have 400 classic Famicom games on here. And it's supposed to have a controller, 2.8 inch colour screen. And you can wire it to your TV to have 2 players on here, apparently. We'll see. This came under £20 through Amazon. Amazon have dropped me from their affiliates program again, so I don't know whether there'll be links in the description or not. I might decide to join yet again, and we'll see what's in here. Oh, right, I didn't think everything was in here. I didn't think there was room enough for a controller, as well as all the leads, plus a little games console, but we'll have a look. All right. Nice rechargeable battery there. If you leave a positive review, you will receive a gift card of £15. Alright, so it only cost me 20 quid. So, if that's the case, I'll have a look at that then. It only cost me a £5 then, if that's true. So, you've got a little instruction manual here as well. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Let's have a look at the games console itself. Okay, so it's upside down. Right, okay, so it's not too small then. Okay. It looks cheap and cheerful, but what do you expect for £20, eh? Screen looks like a nice, decent size. So the gamepad, buttons. For cheek buttons, sound okay actually. And then you've got a start and select and a reset here. What have we got here? Is that a little volume button? Yeah, so that's there for volume. What else have we got? We've got on off button here. This is your charger port here, and that should be your AV cable out. Okay, so right, okay, so this is a little controller. We'll start and select. Oh, okay, that's a bit spongy. And that as well. Oh gosh. Okay. What if you're playing 2-player and you're playing on this one? D-pad doesn't seem so bad. Well, we'll have to see when we plug it in. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of cable on here, so you're going to have to be sitting pretty close to the other person, which ain't a bad thing, is it? What else have we got? We've got the AV cable, which is only two there. Okay, the other ones will be 3, and that plugs in there. Okay, not too bad. And then you've got your usual charging cable here, which is the USB. Okay, so battery comes out here. Goes in that way. Sorry for your ears on the microphone. Okay, there's no protective cover on there. Right, so we've got a red light here, so what I'm going to do is put it on full charge first before we start reviewing it. The jet, get it on. Right, so that's been charging for quite some time now. The little red indicator light stayed on, it didn't actually go green, so it doesn't indicate when it's fully charged. This red light just stays on. Anyway, it's been on for a good few hours, so it should be charged now for about 4 or 5 hours. It didn't get hot or anything, so don't worry about that. So I'll select English. what I'll do here is, because it says it can connect to the TV through the AV leads, I'll try and capture that from a capture card in a bit. If not, we'll have to come back to this and just capture all these different games. Right, Turtle, let's try Turtles. Start. There we go. Right, so this is definitely 8-bit animation. Because of the colours, the limitation with colours, it's quite hard to see, to be honest. So I want to put that just down to the screen. I've got a jump button. Yeah, it's very hard. Oh, we can jump that high, can we? Okay. He's a Ninja Turtle after all. Yeah, very hard to see. And don't forget I've got a camera in front of me as well. Oh, that was the boss? I guess not. I'm low health. Well, I just turned around for no reason. Splinter. Okay, so you got your select button, start, obviously your D-pad, your 4 buttons here, and then this will reset it back to the main menu. Then you have to go through the whole list again. I suppose, yeah, you can go backwards and forwards through the 400s. Jewellery number 2. How about some nuts and milk? What the heck? Nuts and milk. Wow. What the hell is that? Am I dead? Right, so that's a really old game, I presume. So all I've got is move. Okay. I have never seen this game before. And don't forget this is from the 8-bit era, so... What the heck are you supposed to do? Yeah, so you can get some really old games on here. I'll give that a miss. Okay, so these seem to be Famicom games. So, wow. Okay. Never really been a big fan of Mario games, to be honest. This slide thing, I never get used to it. Well, I could, but... So, Mario works perfectly. As I say, with the colour limitations, it is very hard to see on this small screen, especially with this camera in front of it. Doesn't help, but what we'll do is hook in the leads. So we've got the AV lead, and it's only two colours on this one, and then it seems to be a smaller AV socket than the RG300. The RG300 didn't work, remember? Mine didn't anyway. So that plugs in there, and then we have got a second controller. So that plugs in the top where the power plugs in. So when you're playing 2 players, make sure it's fully charged before you start. That's if it works, but I'm sure it will. This is the spare controller, and you have to remember this. For £20 you're getting all these leads, the actual console itself, and a second player. So you can imagine this doesn't feel the best of quality because it's 20 quid. But there is start, select, and the 4 buttons, and the D-pad. But it doesn't feel great. But let's see how it plays. Right, back in a minute. Right, so just trying this one called Adventure Island, and it looks suspiciously like Wonder Boy. Look at them little legs giving. So excited into them little legs. So that's that button. Okay. Keep getting these little buttons mixed up. Right, this is the one. Fire. That's it. Little rock. Use the fruit there. Get out of my way, little snails. I don't know whether you can hear it, but there's a little bit of buzzing. Hopefully I'll be able to get this out in the editing bit. Oh, the rock. And just a random fire and a random snake. It's like Indiana Jones on a skateboard. So this game, it does look pretty good on the big screen. Oops. But being 8 bits, it does seem to struggle on the smaller screen. Get a little bit of flickering now and again, but no, you can definitely hear the buzzing there, can't you? Alright, we're going to try a different game in a second then. Let's try the 2-player out. So this is... Can you guess what it is? So when the music's loud, the buzzing's not so bad. There we go. Bubble bobble. Oh, definite buzzing there. And through the actual TV itself, it's not too bad, but when you've got earphones on, you can hear it, and it's a little bit distracting. Not so bad, but and look how beautiful this game is. For an 8-bit system, this is probably one of the better looking Bubble Bobbles that I've seen. But this is Bubble Bobble 2, which I thought was Rainbow Islands. It's got to be number 2 because it hasn't got that music. Completely different music to what I know for Bubble Bobble. But the
controls are really pretty good. We'll see what the other controller's like in a second. But I'm really surprised that it actually does play on the TV. The RG300 didn't at all. Didn't want to play at all. So if you group them all together like that and then pop them, you should get like a little bonus. And there we are. Eat your greens, kids. Right, so just commit suicide here. Because on the original Bobble, 2 players would be on the same screen, but... Oh, okay, so... controller does work... surprisingly well. It does feel spongy, but... there's no... surprising lag or anything, it's responsive. Okay, that surprised me, that has. With how light and cheap it feels, it actually does react quite well. Down here. Come to Papa. Yeah, very responsive, this little controller. Prefer to use the main games console. Right, let's see if we can get 2 players on at the same time. Let's try and find a different game in a second. Sure, I've seen Double Dragon on this. And these definitely are Famicom games, aren't they? Here we go, Double Dragon 2 then. Background noise reminds me of the old TV that you used to tune in. You always used to get this noise when you were playing them. They're on the TV sets that I used to have anyway. Especially the old ones where there's like a round circular aerial to plug into. Okay. Alright, so both are moving. Not a real big... well, I haven't really played it on the Famicom, to be honest. Right. Which one shall I play with? Right. I got you, bro. Don't you worry, I'll get you back. Ow. Come on, son. Follow me. Yes, so both controllers are surprisingly quite responsive. Like shoot 'em ups and things, you know, it'd be pretty good. You know, with a rapid fire. The D-pad might hurt your thumb after a while, but come on. Not sure what's happening with the screen at the bottom though. Looks like the points are at the bottom rather than the top of the screen. It might have something to do with the adapter that I've got. So I'm running it through an adapter through HDMI. Right, okay, so right, I give up on that one. So just to show you a game which is old just to show you, the Famicom's a good system, but when programs are not that well programmed, the controls can be a little bit tricky. Nearly burnt my arse then. So particularly climbing up ladders and things, it's quite hard with these controllers. It's going to take a little bit of practice, to be honest. Makes a right racket, doesn't he? Must have rubber underpants on or something. Rubber plimsolls. Let's get up here. Nope. Jump this one. Sugar. Jump this one. Get up here. Come on. Let's get up. Yeah. Up. Come on. What a racket. This to show you an old game which is programmed well. Yeah, it plays real nice, this one does, on the Famicom. Okay, calm down. Jeez, okay. It's close. Okay, kamikazes, man. Okay, give me a break. Whoa. Sounds like a fire alarm going off. Come here. Yeah, I get this rapid fire on these old games. One bullet, that's all you got, till it disappears. Keep trying to play this like the old Space Invaders, where you take the ones from the sides to stop them coming down so quick, but man, they're getting mental. Nearly. Jeez. So I'm playing through these games because I just want to show you how well it plays. Also to show you that I can actually play games as well. It's not just reviews. I can play games as I just die. Come here. So we'll just play through this until I die. Never really give this game much play, to be honest. Remember seeing it in the arcade, played it a few times. Remember playing this other one as well when it's just got instead of a joystick, it's got like an aeroplane type joystick instead. Well, that's that one over. I'll try a different game now. I think it was called Gorf, the other machine that was similar to that. Right, just to show you, there are some turkeys on this games console. This one is called Nibbles, and if I had this on my Nokia phone, I would have took my Nokia back and not loved it like I did. I would have took it back to the shopping. But just to show you that it's not the controls itself, it's the actual programming. This is very hard to control. This would be very hard to control with a 4-way joystick, I think. Yep, this is a turkey of a game, and I'm not really going to give it any more. Nah, I've had enough. This is to show you a game could be good if programmed right. I had this for the Spectrum, and it was absolutely awesome on the Spectrum. This one, it's fair but not great. So that one's punch. Just punch your little kids in the face. It's not a grown-up, is it? Okay. So the buttons do fire or punch in this instance quite rapidly. So the dog. It's a dog. Okay. Let's see if we can get these up these stairs. Oh, okay. First time. Some baby food there. Okay. Can't get downstairs. Aha. That's just the controls of the game, not the actual controls of the paddle. It's the game and the programming that makes it difficult. Oh my god, I just shot a dog. And another one. Didn't sound like a dog. It sounds more like a hamster. Not that I know what a hamster sounds like when it dies. Imagine something like that though. Okay, so trying to fire forward while ducking, and it's just pointing downwards. Okay. Music's not bad. So we're doing a little dance here, but I'm not. I'm just trying to get. Okay. Get used to the controls. No, still firing downwards. Okay. Oh, well, Wayne Sleep keeps jumping out the window. Just comes out of nowhere sometimes. What the hell? So we've been watching a Mad Max film. That looks so funny. Poor little doggy. So he just jumps out of the top floor window. God, these dogs keep coming from? What the hell? The bullets are limited on the Spectrum version. At least this one's got unlimited ammo. But he needs it, the way he keeps shooting down with it. I hope these bullets are doing anything. It's in the punch button. Okay. Come near me, mate. I've been playing Barry McGuigan's boxing for 25 years. There we go. Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law. Alright, that's enough of that one. So here's to show you another classic, 1942. It was okay on the arcade, but most of the conversions were not very good. Sound is... I don't know which buttons are which now. Yeah, it's not great. The controls are responsive though. That was his attempt at music. This is down to lazy programming, really. So the Famicom, as you can see, it's had some really good games. So you're going to get a mixed bag on here, and you're going to have to guess at what games are on here, because the titles don't always give it away. Okay, it's going to be crazy here now. Oh, I think I picked up one power up yet. At least with the sound effects you can't hear all the buzzing in the background. Yes, power up finally. Oh. I'd say thank God that's over, but I'm not disappointed. Right. This is Lode Runner. I don't know if many people have heard of this, but it is a good game. It's a very addictive good game. I'm just trying to sort out the controls now. So that button's to the right. You dig holes to the right and the left of you. And you have to pick up these... It's like triangles, but they're supposed to be gold. So you've got these people following you, and then you can dig holes, they fall into it. They keep picking the gold up sometimes. So when you've dug a hole, they drop the gold and you can pinch it back. So you've got ladders that you can go up. And then you've got these lines that you can actually go across, as in hanging bars. And then you can fall from these, but it doesn't hurt you at all. You can fall from any height and it doesn't hurt you. Oh, sugar. Got the buttons wrong way around then. Let's see how much I can do on here actually. Whoa. Sugar. Keep getting these buttons mixed up. Right, left and right. My gold. You've got to do it. Well, got to start digging the hole before they start walking in that area. Otherwise, it won't finish completing the hole. It'll just come back. It's a very basic game, but it is very addictive. You want to give it a go. And this version doesn't seem that bad. The AI seem pretty good. You get some versions of this where the AI just lingers about where it thinks you're going to be, or hangs about where the exit is. Because once you've collected all the gold, another ladder will appear to go to the top of the screen where you can go on to the next level. Which that sound just indicated there, so it's either the top left or top right. It's not on the left, so there we go. So that's first level completed. I wouldn't really spend this much time reviewing a piece of equipment like this, especially one so cheap, but never had a Famicom, but the games, particularly the ones that are done well, do play good. Oh. See what I mean about the AI? Do seem to come and find you, or try and find you. See what I mean? There's trouble with the old 8-bits. To scroll along the screen you had to walk close to the end of the screen for it to scroll. Which most of the time you'd be walking into danger. Okay, so it's a little bit trickier. Ladder is somewhere then. Let's go to the right. Oh, sugar. Yeah, it's normally is on the right. Okay, so I should progress. The maps get harder. The obstacles more challenging. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Try and get this one on the end. Oh, sugar. Do that again. If they will let me. No. Yeah, so the AI is not bad in this game. Makes me want to have a Famicom back in the day. There's over 2.5 million sold in Japan alone. Okay. Get in the hole. Oh, sugar. I should have gone through that one. Oh no. Yeah, so it's not always easy. Jeez. Yeah, so if the sound comes out bad, I apologise for this. I'm actually listening to this through headphones, so I know you'll pick it up if you're listening on headphones. It's only coming through one. It's coming through on the left hand side earphones, nothing on the right, so it must be just like mono sound. So what I'll try and do is clear it up a little bit, the sound, and try and get it into stereo. It's a bit irritating just listening to it through one earphone. Oh no. There's the ladder. This is going to be one hell of a long video. But at least I'm having a chance to actually play some games, and games I want to play. This is a bit more trickier. Okay, yep, go up here. Go up there. Oh, it's the middle ladder I need to get it to. Never gonna get that gold. Come down here. Get in the hole. Oh. Run, Forest, run! Can't get up there that way. Oh. If they got me here. So if you've never seen this before, give it a go. And if you can get a copy of this on the Famicom, I do recommend it. It is pretty good on this. I had it for the Atari ST. It was okay, but it didn't play as well as this. Even though that was a 16-bit system. You see with some of the systems, it's playability rather than graphics. The graphics are not too bad on this. Usually there's just like a little stick figure. It's not as big as this normally. Normally you've got the whole screen on in one go. Not scrolling like this. I think that's how it was on the ST anyway. So it's dangerous sometimes. Oh, I thought that was the last one. One of them must have some gold. No? Okay. Oh god, they've called me here again. There's one at the top as well. Try and escape here. Oh yes. Is it top there? Ah, okay. This tune's gonna stick in my head now for at least a couple of days. Right then, so final thoughts. So for £20 then, this system, I can recommend it. With the ability to link it up to the TV when you can't see certain games very well on the little screen, That's because it's an 8-bit system and limited in colours. But with the ability to link it up to your TV and have an extra player play at the same time, or alternative plays like the old school games used to be in the old days, for 20 quid I think it's pretty good. Especially when you compare it to the RG300, which is 2.5 times the price, and then you can't link it to your TV. But that system itself does stand alone as a handheld. This one doesn't, but you do have the ability to link it to your TV. And the playability is pretty good on this Famicom system. There's going to be some really good games on here, you'll probably discover. As you see with Wonder Boy, there's a few versions of that on here. That played really well. Bobble, that played really well. Lode Runner played fantastically well. You know, with 400 games you are going to find some really decent classics on here. So I can recommend it for 20 quid. It's not bad at all. It surprised me, to be honest. I thought it was just going to be a piece of tat, but it's not. I mean, it is cheaply made, but it's made well. What? Oh, I must have to do that from the very top then. I was just trying to think how to get that piece of gold. I am knackered here. Yep, dead. Oh no. Cool, that worked out alright. What do I do here? Oh no. I'm kinda stuck. Damn. Right, time to exit this one then. Can't do anything. There's no time limit, so... Anyway, my name's Cal. Have a good morning, afternoon or good evening. Farewell till next time, and I will see you later.